Good morning.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you today?
I am fantastic. How about you?
This is kind of cool. We're like in a different place, doing different things.
You never know what we're going to do.
Yeah,
You got it.
life is an experiment for us. So I'm Russ Johns,
Marian, LaSalle.
and we're here talking about marketing ideas at work. And we wanted to talk about a couple of things today. And one of the things we want to discuss is how you are creating an impact. So, one of the things that we do, we're on our phones all the time. We're doing a lot of tweets. We're doing Facebook posts. And it seems to me, and I don't know, maybe, let's talk about this because I think it's important for us to understand is it's so available to anyone and everyone. Therefore, it's becoming so much noise. There's a lot of noise out there, and how do you know who to pay attention to? How do you know who's just started out doing something, or how do you find interest? How do you find people that you're interested in following?
I think there's several ways you can look at this. As a consumer, what are we paying attention to? And is that really our target market, right? So if we're trying to attract ourselves, that would be a great way to figure out how to get people's attention.
Who's out there?
But if we're not the target market, then you can't pay attention to that, because a lot of people, like in web design, when we're creating a website for somebody, they typically want to go with the color they like, right?
Sure.
But what we have to do is think about what our audience wants, right?
It's not about us. It's about you.
Well, it is kind of about me, but
it's all about you.
Exactly. Come on.
That's true. That's true. So
that's how you have to look at it, right?
Connecting with the people that you want to connect with.
Now you have to pay attention to what is getting their attention. So if you're not the target audience, look at who is and see what they're paying attention to. That takes some research.
It does take some research. And there's so many tools available right now that, that kind of research is available. And, it's not only available to us, it's available to anyone that wants it.
Well, let's take an example is today. Yeah. Right now, we're sitting in Dr. Goyle's office at Our Way Health.
Yeah.
And so all of our marketing ideas now are trying to come up with ways to get attention for him and his staff and the patients that will be coming here. We have to think about them and what's going to attract their attention.
And what's their emotional trigger to get up, get in a car, drive to lunch with your doctor, and attend a session, and thankfully we have a sponsor, Muscle Maker Grill.
Oh, I love Muscle Maker Grill.
We had lunch there the other day. It was good.
It was
very tasty.
It was so good.
Marian and I are both on a healthy journey, so that ties in with the whole thing. And for us, it's a lifestyle. We're doing this because this is what we want to do, and others benefit, like Our Way Health, as a result of our interest in bringing people together.
So the first thing you have to do is get their attention, and then you have to figure out what their trigger is to get them to do something.
Yes.
That's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
What's triggering them? So let's talk about traffic today.
Yeah.
And trying to get
Houston traffic.
Oh, gosh.
Not Houston traffic.
Right.
Let's talk about online traffic.
Hey, I've been to Dallas too. They got traffic problems there too.
Seattle's the same way.
Come on, yeah. Traffic. Not that kind of traffic.
Every large city has traffic. So online traffic, though, different scenario. Let's talk about gaining traction with your traffic and how to make a difference.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
It's not just online traffic though. You have to get people where they are. If they're not online and that's your target market, you have to go where they are. You have to get their attention where they are. So we have another client who's in insurance for Medicare insurance.
Oh, that's correct.
His target market is not online. They're watching television. They may pick up the newspaper, magazines.
That's true.
Talk to their neighbors and their doctors and the community center. I mean, you have to really think about where your target market is.
Yeah, and accommodate that target market, that conversation that needs to take place. And it's amazing to me how many different ways we have to connect with individuals now, and how much information is available on all of us, and the research is available out there, and how much we can actually accomplish with this information. And it's there's upsides and downsides. Sometimes it's overwhelming. There's so many things for us to do. There's so many options out there that it's how do we choose? How do we know?
Not only how do we choose, but how do we stay focused on the choice that we made and not go off into something else because something else caught our attention? Because, okay, let's face it, we have an event here today.
Yep.
By the way, you should come. It's called Lunch with Your Doctor. If you're in the Houston area, this is a fantastic opportunity for you to learn about the new healthcare technologies and
direct care model,
and the way that you can take care of yourself, right,
mm-hmm.
as a whole person. And so anyway, I digress. Just this morning, I had several cancellations because of something else that caught their attention, right? They thought, oh, I got to go do here. I got to go do this. And I had that conversation with somebody this morning. I said, well, do you have to do it today? You've already committed to be here. You wanted to be here,
right?
But something else caught their attention. And she thought about it. She's like, well, no, I can do that Saturday. It's, I'll be there. So it's like we really have to think about how we're going to follow up with these people that we've caught their attention so that they don't go off.
Bingo, follow up.
Follow up. We're terrible at follow up, aren't we?
Everybody has this challenge. Networking. We've been networking for years. And one of the big challenges that anyone that I've ever seen or talked to, follow-up is challenging. Follow-up is, time consuming. Follow-up is difficult, and it's still it's a necessity of connecting and staying engaged and engaging with your audience. It doesn't matter if you have 10,000 people that you're connected with online. If you don't engage and build a community around that, it's not really that valuable, is it?
Well, let's face it. Everybody, every business owner out there or person with a passion, a lot of people don't want to build a business.
Yeah.
They have a passion that needs to get out to the world. I mean, let's face it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But everybody who's trying to get their message out to the world, whether it be a business or some kind of, I don't know, like a 501(c), which happens to be
nonprofit.
It's a nonprofit agency to help somebody or something, like animals. I was talking to a prospective customer the other day who has a collection of dolls, 6,000 dolls.
Holy cow.
6,000. And so she's talking to museums, she's talking, Smithsonian is talking to her.
All kinds of different individuals.
She doesn't want to build a business. She wants to get her message out that these African-American dolls are available for children who really want to talk about what has happened to them and their opportunities to live here in America.
Right.
So think about that, how you're going to build that community.
What's your story? What's your connection? What's your what message are you working to share, and who is the person that you want to share that with? And once you define that, it gets easier.
Yeah, then you have to find out where they are.
Yeah.
Are they online?
Or where they hang out, because like you mentioned, like Steve's community, he's dealing with a community that's not typically online, right?
That's right.
So there's people that are online, there's people that hang out in Facebook, there's people that hang out in Twitter, there's people that hang out in LinkedIn, there's all kinds of different communities. So you have to kind of narrow that down and decide, where is my time spent connecting and engaging with my audience? Where do I follow up with these people? How do I follow up with these people? What's the message that I use to follow up with these people? So that's going to be key to improving and building your community.
So in keeping with our theme, marketing ideas that work,
mm-hmm.
there is a lot of different parts and pieces, right? And you start with figuring out who your target market is.
Yes.
finding out where they are, crafting the message, right, that really resonates with them,
Mm-hmm.
getting that message to them, and then keeping them as an audience, keeping them engaged, following up, making sure they feel part of that community, right?
Right.
And then here's the big one. And this is where most people fall down, including you, mister.
Yeah, I'm guilty.
Call to action.
A call to action. Yeah,
We
it's
get
great.
so wrapped up in all those other parts and pieces that we forget to ask them to do what we want them to do, which is buy our stuff, right?
Well, and Gary Vaynerchuk wrote a book a while ago, and he says, online, and this is part of what I feel too, is that, social is there to be social. It's to have a conversation. It's to engage in your audience, to have go back and forth. It's not here's my widget, buy my stuff. However, still,
if they never buy your stuff, you're going to go out of business.
You have to find a way how to get them, engage with them, and take them to the next step. Now what? It's now what's next?
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, what's next?
That's why I love affiliate marketing, because not only do I have my own products, but I can allow whatever my audience needs to have their needs met with different products and services. Oh, you laugh.
No, it's a great way of connecting without having to ask them to buy my stuff, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody buys stuff. Why not buy it through me?
Well, okay,
right?
Okay.
Now, I don't sell everything. I do have a specific audience with specific needs that I want to fill, right? Which is, marketing and web design and podcasting and creating a web show like what we're doing here today.
Yeah.
These are all things that I love.
And we're already doing it.
Exactly.
We're already engaged. There's tools we use that we endorse, we love, we support. Mm-hmm. And as a spokesperson, an online influencer, right, there's absolutely no reason why, the consumer or the audience shouldn't be able to purchase through us.
Right.
And we get credit through the company. The consumer, the user, the end user, the individual doesn't pay any additional cost to it.
No.
There's no, in fact, a lot of times affiliate marketers can discount.
Yes, and give bonuses.
Right. So there's many different ways. Understanding your audience, understanding your goal, and understanding your workflow is going to be key to being successful.
Here's a fantastic, before we leave affiliate marketing, here's a fantastic way to offer products and services that your audience needs that you don't have and give them a bonus.
How so?
So here's the bonuses that I always give, especially when it comes to software. I will set it up for them on their website and train them on how to use that software. Because let's face it, that takes a certain type of person to be running their business and learning software and it gets to be a lot. And then
that increases your engagement.
It does. They know now how to use that product, and it's all set up for them. They don't have to worry about any of the technical stuff.
So
that's my bonus.
So here's the nugget of knowledge that she's really talking about is find products that complement your core business and use those products to enhance upsell, cross-sell, and enhance the value that you're delivering to the community. And realistically, it's valuable. It's our obligation to share those tools with them.
Yeah, I don't sell just any old product. It has to be good quality, something that I'm using already. Or a friend of mine's using, and I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
I could sell a red pair of high heels, which I don't wear high heels, but I could still sell them.
I don't wear high heels.
I know. I know they're good quality, and I know my friends love them and things like that. So yeah. I mean, I could teach many classes on affiliate marketing, which I do.
Well, let's talk about that, because one of the things because I'm thinking through this right now and marketing ideas at work. On the way here, we were talking about developing courses.
Yes.
And one of the things that I've been doing without a call to action is, I'll have a client that I coach for, podcasting or email marketing or something along, web development, and they'll ask a question. I said, well, let me put a video together. So I'll create this video, shoot it off to them, and it's essentially a course on how to answer their question and also teach them something about the software they're using.
And they love it.
And they love it. And
but they love it and nothing happens. They think, oh, thank you, Russ.
Thanks, Russ.
Because he doesn't do what I just said.
Call to action.
You have to have a call to action. Now, it doesn't mean you have to sell in your call to action, but it does mean you're asking them to do something to stay involved.
Yeah.
So sign up for my newsletter, or come to a luncheon, or something where they're staying engaged.
Checking into our video podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Our video blog.
Inviting them to something, sharing about an affiliate product or program, a partner maybe.
Yeah.
There's so many calls to action. You don't have to be selling every time, which you shouldn't.
No.
Come on. Right? Just offering the opportunity to do something to stay involved.
Yeah. What's the next step? What's the next step?
You're not the only person that resists call to action. Why do you think that is? I mean, a lot of people have that fear of putting a call to action in. You do all this work. You put all this effort in.
How much?
And then
I've created some brilliant things, right?
Yes, you have.
And it's no call to action. And I think it's the authentic. It's more along the lines, I think, of I just want people to like me, and if they like me, know me, and trust me, they'll hire me. However, that's not necessarily well. What it is, because I have no clear product that I deliver to them, because I have no call to action to say, here's my product, here's my
They want to
process.
buy from him. Look at how cute he is. They want to buy from him. He's a nice guy, and they know you're knowledgeable, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't have a call to action, they're just going to say thank you, and they might want to do something nice for you in return, but they don't think that you want them to buy anything or go on to the next thing unless you ask them to.
And so it all boils down to call to action and follow up. Marketing ideas that work, call to action and follow up. There's no shortage of people that you can connect with, right?
Oh my goodness, yes. Hey,
So-
let's talk about a tool that we use.
Yeah, let's talk about a tool. Let's wrap it up with a tool.
Okay, great.
How are we doing on time?
I don't know. What time is it? Yeah.
Yeah, we got time.
We got time.
All right.
So one of the great ways that we stay in touch with people, or not great ways that we stay in touch, but great ways that we are able to stay in touch with people is Nimble. NIMBLE, nimble.com.
Nimble.com, yeah.
And Russ has been on it for years. I don't know how many years, but
At least 4.
4 years. And I heard about it a couple of years ago, and I thought it was so cool because when you put someone's name in or their company name in, it also brings up all of their social media, right? Their Twitter, their Facebook, their LinkedIn. And with a click of a button, you can pull all this stuff in and you can know what they're tweeting. You can know so much about them,
yeah.
right? Their LinkedIn, I think.
It goes back to their digital marketing, yeah.
Right.
And recently, Facebook has changed their APIs. So, and LinkedIn's always been very protective as well. So, there's some changes going on in that. However, it's been a valuable, incredibly valuable tool for
It really has.
understand how to connect and have a conversation with people.
Yeah. It goes out onto the internet. Anybody that'll let them bring that information in, it brings it in. And that way you can stay in contact with them pretty easily. I love Twitter. I used to be a people collector.
Used to hate Twitter.
Not hate it.
Oh.
I just didn't understand it.
Yeah. Okay.
I was a people collector. I was good. I did what they told me. I set up an account. I collected people. People collected me.
Right.
And nothing ever happened. Okay? Nothing.
Crickets.
Yeah. Well, there were quite a few crickets. They were loud, but I wasn't doing anything with them.
No.
It wasn't until I
There's no
realized
engagement.
that it's what you do after you connect with them on Twitter. That's when the magic started happening.
Now you have video. I did a couple of people connected with me this morning, and I replied with video.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You're just so good
I
about that.
thought it was cool.
You're good with that.
So anyone that has an opportunity to connect with us or wants to connect with other people, what's your sequence of events that you like to use? You brought up Nimble. We've talked about Facebook. We've talked about Twitter. What are some other tools you like to use to connect people or connect with people or engage with them?
Well, Facebook, of course, is my number one. I don't like the fact that they do the pay to play, and my family doesn't even see my posts anymore. But I still love the ease of being able.
Can you just purchase users that you want to send your posts to?
I guess you could.
You have a custom audience of my family.
It's a great way for me to document what I'm doing every day.
Yeah.
And even if I'm talking to myself, it's a great way to do it. When I first started, before Facebook and all that, they had a community that I loved, and I used to write on it every day. Live journal is what I used. And I wish they had something like that again, because that community was amazing. They still have it. It's just that feeling, that you get. So anyway, those are the tools that I like to use: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Twitter's my favorite as far as really connecting with people that have an interest that I have. I love hashtags.
Yeah. Hashtags are nice.
Mm-hmm. And Nimble, of course, to keep in contact. So.
If any of this, here we go. If any of this sounds interesting to you and you'd like to learn more about that, you need to connect with us. Follow us on Facebook. Track us down on Twitter. You can Google Marian LaSalle, Russ Johns, and we would be happy to help you learn more about the social streams, technology, podcasting, broadcasting, shows like this. We want to help you. Is that a good call to action?
Oh, it is. Did you hear? That was a great call to action. And here's something even clearer. I'm talking to you. You have a message to get out to the world. We want to help you get your own show, right?
Yeah.
Get your own thing going, right? We'll help you come up with the ideas. We'll help you talk about the different things that you'll need, your equipment. We'll take care of all the technical aspects. We just want a conversation with you to find out exactly who your target market is and what you want to say to them. And then we'll magically take care of the rest.
Automatically.
I love that.
Yeah.
Automatically
carry you
Don't
through.
You want your own show? Of course you do. It's fun. Are we having fun or what?
Oh yeah. I look forward to these opportunities to have a conversation with everyone.
Me too.
So.
All right. So the call to action. Contact us.
Reach out to us. Marian LaSalle, agency258.com. Marian at agency258, Russ at agency258, and we'd love to assist you in your journey.
Thanks, and we'll see you every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 Central Time, right here.
8:30 a.m.
Oh yeah, it is a.m. Central Time. All right. Thank you. See
Enjoy
you
the day.
soon.
Take
Bye.
care.